Well, I guess this is going to be part two of the belly aching for today. It's still the 27th of May, 2021. Time index. It's the hell out of me. Let me see. It's, 15 before 2. Well, I guess time's already screwed up anyway on the other clock, isn't it? On the other video, so I'm not going to stress over this shit. Every chance Rosimon California. Yeah, I did say that funny, didn't I? All right, Rosamond, California. Deal with it. So, what's the burr up my ass today? Well, I tried for a while that we've got the race war going on. Yeah, you did hear me say that, didn't you? I mean, I'm showing more shows concerning about the racial injustices and inequalities and iniquities and everything else going under the sun. Not to mention, we're constantly besieged by the topic left and right, one way or another. But then again, we should be because we never did address it. It's always uncomfortable. It's always uncomfortable to talk to another person about race. It's a Pandora's box nobody likes to touch because it involves a lot of icky and ugly things coming out of there, including the past. We've got professors out there who are trying to dig up more of the social injustice where it started. And I keep saying, you're not digging far enough. Come on. You're talking about the police starting from when they were policing up the racial stuff. I'm like, girl, I'm sorry. Take that back. Apologize on that one. It's uncalled for. 1 second here. Sorry, I had to clear out the whistle. I was making a suggestion online that these professors who want to dig up the past and link the social injustice to the local law enforcement, they got to go deeper than that and they got to put it in broad context. Only focusing on U.S. history doesn't work. You got to focus harder than that. Racism isn't just one country, it's everywhere. Come on. Come on. You think we invented racism? I mean, jeez, we read about it in the holy books about groups of people going after each other. Religious aspects, belief aspects, skin color aspects. We even got the trades going on. Or how about the Europeans looking at everybody in the New World as something to conquer one way or another? We have to convert to heathens. They're lazy, they're slow. We'll get them working for us anyway. We'll conquer their lands, strip them bare for our own country, our own beliefs, our own people. In Africa, you've got tribal warfare for land, resources, beliefs, politics, the same skin color. Come on. Japan versus China. I mean, don't start pitting on just one particular country at this point over here. We use examples from other portions of the countries when we're trying to build up our own country because we didn't have a basis in how to build something from scratch. We needed templates. So naturally, yes, we did have to have something about law enforcement. And the thing is, I already covered about this one on a different video a long while ago back. So to rehash it all over again, you want to talk about police overseeing the blacks and being that racial. Well, try being a lord of a manor or a knight or nobleman or someone who's got property like crazy, hiring thugs called sheriffs to protect the castles, but also to run the land like crazy, strip them bare a bit, suck up all the resources they certainly can, just to feed their own damn ego glut or feed a bigger glut, the king of the area. Royalty tends to do that. And yes, we did have sheriffs for law enforcement during that time. There are always laws out there that nobody else reads about because they didn't know how to read during that time. And when we have literature going on in the 13 colonies during that time, we're following different forms of government and forms of law enforcement during that time. So don't tell me that I just spread it off in the United States here. I mean, I spread it off earlier than that. But the thing is, we kept it up and we kept it going at this point over here because we didn't know where the stop switch was. We can make or try to make amendments of freeing a black person, or possibly the Indians, or possibly the Latinos. But it didn't stop the ingrained behavior that we've already had. It didn't stop the racial hatred or the upbringing, the constant upbringing. So we already had systems in place a long time ago. But the problem is you're dealing with the public today who doesn't have a grasp on U.S. history, let alone world history, let alone their own state's history all that much, unless it's already been given by someone else who's already got that history screwed up already, or doesn't believe that history actually happened in that time. So they got to make up the stuff. So racism was still there. And until we actually clear it with our own damn minds, our own damn souls at this point over here, it's always going to be there. We're always going to have the elitism. It's not racism, it's elitism. It's the models that we've had that we've been dealing with a hell of a long time. It's the ingrained manifest destiny crap we had in our genetics. Passed around from generation to generation. And yes, we did give out the examples in classes and also in our churches, and not to mention our own homes for this. Who is superior over the other person? No equality. You read the Bible and you definitely look at the damn thing in the Old Testament. In the New Testament, they hated Jesus. I'll say it again. They hated Jesus at that point over here, and I'll tell you why. Jesus loved equality. And those who loved equality or wanted to rally around him had a major malfunction. Because according to the Roman Empire, according to those who kept following the Roman Empire, not to mention the Pharisees at the time, they liked the power based right where it was, the elitism. See, if you want to get a reinterpretation of the damn thing, the manifest destiny, the ego. I'm better than you. The air, the indifference, the attitude, the arrogance. It's not just in cops, it's in all of us. And you want to find the systemic cause for the damn thing. Look at all the damn teachings we've had all these years. All these centuries. In every damn country. Not just starts off from one country, it's everywhere. For millenniums. But once we recognize that fact, once we recognize that particular piece, it's still up to us, this generation, to make sure that the next generation doesn't continue that. And we have to educate. We have to make them see and understand. Racism is intolerable. This elitism is intolerable. We're not talking about communists. We're not talking about socialists. We're not talking about everyone doing the kumbaya. That's never going to happen. At least not in our lifetime, not in our generation. We got so much of it ingrained in us, we don't even realize it. We got so much built into our own damn belief systems and our own teachings. You got to look at it for what it is. But if you can't see that, don't keep saying it's just in the United States only. Because it's everywhere. All throughout time of human history. Human said he was supposed to be dominant over the earth. Weren't we taught that in Bible school? In church all the damn time? Man was supposed to have dominion. Guess what? Man, dominion. Hello, elitism. Couldn't share the damn planet? No, we had to have survival of the fittest. Charles Darwin had to make that clarify with the evolution stuff. But then we had creationism happening at the same time. And we had to have religions. We had to have races way back then going after each other. It never changes until we actually realized that. Maybe we'll find a way to make it changed for the better. But the question is, whose version of being better? Just whose version of better is it supposed to be? And that's going to have to be definable at this point over here. Commonly accepted, if any. All the teachers are trying to teach about peace and cooperation. Been killed off left and right. Because we don't want to have cooperation. We need to have conflict all the damn time. Don't you understand that? That's what's being programmed into us all the damn time. We have to have conflict. We have to have violence. We have to have butting of the heads. And I've got to have neighbors being nosy. Living in an apartment like this, how's that grab you?